Where the hell are you getting this from? Is it that woman Gloria? You will never speak to me like that again, she promised Anthony with an evil look in her eye. Like Anthony had never seen before. Anthony saw what was coming, so he ventured to run as he dropped the mop. She picked up the mop, and with the stick she connected it to his arms. When he started running, he knew straight away that he was in for beating. He knew what his mum was going to do. And for an 8-year-old child to know this is coming is disgusting. It's quite bad. You promised to stop, Mummy. Don't do it, please. Please don't, he begged. His plea was, however, too late, and with the stick she aimlessly hit Anthony across his back, his feet, hands and his face. Anthony ran to the veranda, hoping to get someone's attention, at least hoping for her Jekyll and Hyde moment, but that never worked. It was as if she was possessed. Help! 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 Anthony screamed as she continued beating him mercilessly. The mop stick cracked and broke in two, but that never stopped her. It was the intervention of John Thompson that stopped her as she puffed and hissed like a raging madwoman. It actually took someone to intervene to actually stop her from hitting her own son. If he hadn't stopped, where would it have got him? Would she have gone as far as killing him?
Yeah, exactly. Imagine the fear of what's happening to him, which you can really tell from the book, can't you?
Yeah. The feeling's there, you know, the feeling,
you feel his sort of...
his emotion.
Yeah.
You can also feel...
terror.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You can actually really, really feel his terror. You want to read that bit?
Right. Jade, what are you doing? Are you going to kill him? John asked. John had just come from another state, Massachusetts, from the rest of his family. Anthony, still lying on the floor in a fetus position, recognised John's voice as the one he had eavesdropped on when he had first arrived at the cursed house, as he described it. If you only knew what he did, Jade held her breath as she tried to justify her actions. By that time, the entire Tomlinson family came out. John and Norma, they must have been in their mid-20s and were evidently brother and sister, and Mr. and Mrs. Tomlinson. They all had something to say to condemn Jade, and she seemed repentant. Anthony realised how dangerous things had become as he ran to see himself in the mirror. The marks across his back, across his shoulder and feet were not his worry, it was his face. The puffed up eye with a gash underneath it scared him to death. He got closer to the mirror as he examined and nursed it at the same time. Then he thought of several ways to hiding it from his school friends, but that, he realised, was impossible. The only way he thought to hide it was to lie. So he concocted a story right there before the mirror. It was a fight with a stranger on the street, and he was the winner. The story, he thought, sounded plausible enough to make him feel good. He never had a dad. Other children asked him about his dad, and now he could not say he had a mother who hated him so much to have done this to him. He just had to stick to the concocted story.
You just go to show, I mean, an 8-year-old child having to live that way is not... It makes your heart go out to him, you know.
Yeah.
Makes you want to, you know, to try and do something to prevent this going on.
Yeah. And he wants to cover up for his mum's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though she's doing that to him, he still wants to protect her,
Yeah.
which is another feature of abuse,
Unconditional
isn't
love.
it? Yeah. It was true that Anthony had built up courage like he had never done before, but it was because of a need for his survival. But more so the idea that he had an ally, someone he knew held him dearest to their heart, and that was Gloria. She was, however, less on the scene, and since the next day he had to go to school alone, he started to feel alone. Anthony sat during recess with other children. Gabriel seemed not to have been at school that day. He was just as mischievous as the other boys.
I wonder how what must be going through his mind, you know. These kids have got normal life, normal upbringing, you know, how he's hiding the secret, you know, that what he's going through. I bet he showed no resentment to other kids, does he? He shows none of that.
Acting out?
Yeah.
And being horrible to other people?
Yeah, he's not showing any of that, is he?
No, not yet. But does he in the end?
Well,